live again on a Wednesday night. Big night in the big city. And the boys are back in town. I am Coach, and I'm with
KC.
And we are Faithletic The
Faithletic
Podcast.
The Podcast. I think we nailed that accidentally.
I think we did pretty good.
I think that's not bad.
It was even energetic.
Yeah, what the heck?
You look colorful over there, man. You look good.
Thank you. I decided I had these lights that I was going to, use them. So
yeah, they look good, man.
We look good. We look good here. We feel good.
I need to kind of dim my. I'm gonna switch over to you for a second, and I'm gonna dim my lighting just a hair because I'm a little bright in here. Go ahead while I'm doing this.
It's your bright personality.
So go ahead.
It's for sure because of your bright personality. We know that. That's for sure. But yeah, welcome everybody. We're here on a Wednesday night. It's beautiful. Watch the Thunder documentary this afternoon because we're on fall break.
You got a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some time over this weekend, which is
movie watching.
Yeah, for sure. So that'll be really nice, and I think there's a lot of decent college football games on this weekend too. Good football week.
It was hard to find 5 college games only, and I left some out, but I wanted to have a little bit of local flavor. I also wanted to have some of the teams like Nebraska, like Minnesota. Ole Miss is getting interesting. Fourth ranked team in the country.
Yes.
Tennessee, Alabama's interesting. And just for our viewers out there, we've got 10 games, 5 from college and 5 from pro. That Casey and I here in a few minutes will pick our games of the week, our most celebrated segment of our show. And
I think I was about 5-5 this week.
I think you were better than that. I think you were 6-4. I don't have it right here in front of me.
I thought I was 5-5 or 6-4.
We were both 16, and I thought we were both 16-14 last week. I got you 6-4. I actually had you 7-3. Maybe I missed it. I had myself.
Did the Colts win?
The Colts did win.
They did. Okay, so yeah, I might be 6-4 or 7-3.
6-4, and I was, I think, 4-6. So we flipped.
And Jacksonville won. So that's a 7. I think I was 7-3.
Yeah, I think you were 7-3. That's what I have you as because you were 16-14. Now you're 23-17. You actually have a 3-game lead over me because I sucked it up really bad. So, something like that. I've got 20-20, and you're 23-17. So you got a 3-game lead on me. Yep. And then this week we've got 5 college games: Nebraska, Minnesota, Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, OU, South Carolina, Cincinnati coming to. I have an interesting take on that against Oklahoma State at the world's. What is it called? The world's largest homecoming or something like that. Biggest homecoming.
Maybe
something like that.
Maybe the orangest homecoming.
I don't know what they call it. And then the NFL, the Rams at Jacksonville should be an interesting matchup. Indianapolis at the Chargers should be another interesting matchup. New Orleans against Chicago, that's intriguing.
New Orleans has been feisty.
Yeah, they're
weirdly
good.
enough.
And then Tampa Bay at Detroit, which will be another lights out match in my opinion, and I think Washington Dallas is going to be a slugfest. So, I
agree.
Interesting games there.
Yeah, there is. So I can't wait to get to those because
I was commentating from afar via text on Gunslinger's Duct Tape Dynasty last Thursday. I tried to warn him, don't pick the Cowboys. Don't pick the Cowboys. I kept saying, when everybody says they're a Super Bowl team and they're really good, you can count on there's going to be a letdown. And sure enough, they lose to the Panthers.
They have Well, and I think the Panthers are good.
They're not.
But
They're not
they have
good.
a Super Bowl offense with a bottom tier defense.
You talking about
I
Dallas?
don't know where to put it. Like,
Yeah, you're talking about Dallas, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Super
they've got
Bowl,
the
a
number
great
one ranked
offense.
offense in the NFL and the last ranked defense.
That was Kansas City Chiefs the
First time
first
in
year
NFL
of
history.
Mahomes.
Yeah, well, they weren't that bad though.
Oh, they were pretty bad defensively,
Not
but
that bad.
not 32.
Yeah, they're like 27th or something, but not.
Yeah, that was the year when I think that was 2019. Yeah, 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
No, it was 2018, 2019, where they lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, and that was the year we couldn't stop anything on defense.
Yeah.
Like, that was the 45-42 game against the Rams and Jared Goff, and yeah. I don't like those. Are not fun because it's like,
nope.
It's nice to know that your offense, and that's without CD too. George Pickens has been great. So they're only going to get better on offense, but gosh,
they stay healthy.
They couldn't,
which is something they've never been able to break with McCarthy or Jason Garrett at the helm. They were always predictable. You always I always know what they're going to do. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just of course I'm not watching like I have a couple 3 years ago, but when I do watch, I go, I have no idea what they're going to do next. I don't know.
They're really fun to watch on offense. There's no doubt about that.
Brian
so that's good.
Down.
Yeah, that's going to make things at least watchable. Like, I don't know, man. It's interesting because I think they're a really fun team still.
Yeah.
And really maybe not to the benefit of the fan because it's probably really annoying.
We're still losing games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, these are really fun games to watch at least.
They're not so miserable to watch anymore.
Right, they were pretty miserable to watch last year.
Frustrating. Still kind of frustrating, but they're not making as near the mistakes that they were making, although they're still making some.
Yeah.
They're not, they're just not the bonehead. At least somebody's managing the game right now. Somebody who knows the rules of the game are managing the game. Where Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy acted like they had never played football a day in their life. So,
sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'll tell you, how I've kind of been watching games this year, started doing it a little bit towards the end of last year. Jacksonville impressed me, man. They can hit in the mouth.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about because we were on last week. They could be the
surprise team in the AFC.
The Colts are the surprise
Colts are
team.
Too, but
yep.
I think Jackson. I haven't watched the Colts, so I can't say. I haven't watched them.
Yeah, you're right because I watched that game. I'm like, Liam Cohen knows how to call a game.
Yes.
I think their offense is really complicated.
Yes, it is.
Watching it, and so
but they're well coached.
Yeah, they are well coached. I like Liam Cohen.
Not be well coached, and they're well coached.
And I thought that Liam Cohen was a little bit of a cheese ball in that initial press conference. I'm like, no, this guy knows his stuff. He seems to be like a football guy, and so I don't know. Like,
hope he doesn't turn like Mike McDaniel though, because he's like a goofball and a half.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but he knows how to coach quarterbacks though.
Well, he's
that's
brilliant,
for sure.
But he's just a goofball.
Right. Yep. But yeah, that game was ridiculous. I'm still having thank goodness the Chiefs won this week. Because that was nightmarish. That I still seeing clips of Trevor Lawrence falling down and getting up in slow. It was the slowest touchdown in the history of time.
That was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
How does somebody not? What was your boy Greg Jones doing?
No, Chris Jones was doing nothing. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, man? You just you think he was down?
He got all of the negative press after that particular play. And and he's been doing that. He's been taking plays off, and that's been since the Chargers game. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's either not on the field or he's breaking contain, and he cost him that Chargers game because a chance to win that Chargers game because he broke contain and Justin Herbert just ran around.
All right, let's look at. Look, I know I'm all over the place tonight. Sorry to interrupt you, but I found the scorecard from last week. Jacksonville did lose to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
let's go through your picks, and we'll go through mine because I don't want to get this straight before we get started. So A&M won, correct?
Yeah.
And OU lost, so there's one loss.
Correct.
We both lost that game because we both picked OU. You picked Oregon, and I picked Oregon. So we both lost that game. That's where I missed you. You are right. You were 6-4.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're 22 and 18. And then I missed, I think it's going to be the same spread, though, because I think I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I missed 7, so I was actually 3 and 7.
So and I was 6 and 4.
19 and 21. I'm 19 and 21. Still a 3-game spread between us.
Gotcha.
So I knew there was a 3-game difference, but you were 6 and 4. I was 3 and 7. So there you go.
Okay.
Sorry. Get back to where you're talking about.
Well, sorry about that. I don't know what I was going to say. I do know. Yeah, that game was crazy, and then to follow it up this week, and we can talk more about that later. But I mean, I kind of want to save that just a little bit. But yeah, it was night and day situation, and really, I mean, the Jaguars really. They did surprise me. Home game, all that. I get it, but I mean they challenged the Chiefs. Yeah, they brought that willingness to win, and so that's all about culture for sure.
So what's the biggest surprise on the negative end in the NFL right now?
Oh, the Ravens.
Yeah, me too. I say the same thing.
Yeah.
What are they, 1-6 or 1-5?
1-5, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if Lamar's coming back this week or not. There's always a chance that they could rattle off.
Yep, they were losing before he went it down.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying. That's my thing. It's like you almost have to be dang near perfect if they want to make the playoffs at this point, which is crazy to think. Because I think people thought that their defense was going to be better, and their defense is not good at all.
Who wins that division now? Jacksonville? That same no, it's not.
No, the Steelers will.
Yeah, I hope not. I would almost rather the Ravens win it.
No, but I think the Steelers will. I mean, the Bengals aren't, the Ravens aren't, the Browns definitely aren't. It's the Steelers' division to lose, essentially at this point, and they'll find a way.
That will force me to stop watching football again if Aaron Rodgers gets that far down the line in the playoffs. It will.
But they haven't. That's the thing is like, okay, you got Joe Burrow. He's out for the year. Like you assume Lamar might come back, but who knows?
Burrow's out for the year.
Yeah, Burrow's out for the year.
What did he have done? I know he got hurt. What was it? What was it?
It was like his toe ripped off.
Well, that's what I thought, but I didn't know he was off for the year.
He's pretty close. I think there's like maybe 3 games left, so at that point he's done.
Yeah, they had a chance to be pretty good too. I thought.
Oh yeah,
they were playing really well.
No, but couple games. Sort of. I mean, their offensive line is still terrible. It's so awful, and their defense isn't good.
Yeah.
So, if you brought Joe Flacco in, that was your answer. That was going to make things better?
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. One guy that can't move that's younger versus a guy that really can't move that's 42 years old. So, yeah. That's not great. I still, I'm trying to figure out how to get my dream job. Like, I'm really, need to work towards it, which is fired college football coach.
Okay, that was our next thought. Who's out? Who's next?
That's a great question.
Why? I guess I know the answer to this, but I want to hear what you want to say. Why did James Franklin lose his job? Because of the 3 losses?
I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of reasons. It's a tough thing because.
And they didn't lose by very many points either. It's not like they got slaughtered.
No, it's just the worst. Like that UCLA loss is the worst. One of the worst losses in college football.
Yeah, that was a bad
history. It's one of the worst losses in college football history.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it was. If you look at the numbers, it was one of the worst losses in college football history because it was this late in the season. Like the Appalachian State that happened early versus a team that had won national championships. Like this was a UCLA team with a fired coach that had no life to it whatsoever, and they just had their way on offense with them. It was insane. Like, I don't even know where. Like, everybody that I've listened to is just like that. Like, they've done the numbers, and I can't remember all of them, but they're just statistically one of the worst losses of all time.
Let's talk about that then. Why? Why was the loss so bad? Not from a statistical standpoint, but why did Penn State have such a poor showing against UCLA? What was the factor there?
I don't know. Like I can't get. I don't know what happened, but part of it is like James. So a lot of the things are. It's just. I will say this. I'm having a tough time. Sorry, but. First of all, I get that to start off, you're trading one problem for another. No matter who you take, there's nothing that is probably going to be better. They might match. Like, that's the frustrating thing that I don't understand. Like, I question a little bit. Is like, who are you going to go get better than James Franklin and what he's been able to do for you the past 12 years? Especially being, like, where the Penn State program was.
Yeah.
Like, they basically get the death penalty for good reason. Yeah. And then Bill O'Brien is able to come in. He rights the ship just a little bit. But James Franklin, like, needs to be a lot of credit there. But he has struggled with basically taking it to the next level, I would say. And he's always struggled in big games. He is 1-15. 1-15 versus ranked opponents.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then you have the flip side of that with Indiana's head coach that has gone 14-1 against ranked opponents. And so you're looking at that saying, okay, something's going wrong here. It's like our guy can never get his team up for big games. And I think that was the problem. It's just like there was it was not going beyond what the status quo was at the Penn State program level. Like, I think that's the best way that I can put it, you know?
So, I have been a James Franklin fan since almost the get-go.
Well, you that's a party of like one.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not saying that my temperament on him hasn't changed somewhat because anytime somebody who's had the kind of success, and he's had decent success at Penn State. I mean,
excellent success.
They hadn't been even touch anything for since way before Joe left. Bill O'Brien didn't get him there. He didn't get him there. So
no.
So he brought him to top 10 team in the country consistently.
Oh yeah, and I still think he's a top 10. Like, he's made that job a
Somebody's going to want that job.
Yeah, it's a top 10 job.
Okay, so top 10 team in the country, top 10 job. But when look, you know how I am about studying people's behaviors and body language. I'm going to get off track here a little bit. I had to review some footage in one of our stores yesterday, and I'm trying to determine what happened without hearing audio.
Sure.
Which is difficult. But when you see certain behaviors from someone without audio, and you know pretty much exactly what's going on, you know you got trouble there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asked directly, "Hey, is this terminable?" I go, "What I saw it was," but I didn't hear the conversation, but I saw the body language. So
sure.
tell the narrative without hearing the dialect, and see if you ain't not close to being right. So in the last year or two, watching James Franklin's body language, I think he's not a likable guy based off of just watching him in interviews and his facial expressions. And I wonder if he would just have been a little bit easier media-wise in dealing with people and his reactionary, does he keep his job?
Bingo. I totally agree with you. There's something to be said about that.
It's like somebody come in and said, "Hey, James, you can't be losing games like this. You know what? It's my team. I'll do whatever the heck I want to do. Get the heck out of my office."
Yeah,
I'm not saying that happened.
Right.
That's probably the attitude, because when they interviewed him after games, you would watch him on the sidelines and go, "This guy's pretty intense. I kind of like his intensity." Then you go over and hear him do an interview and go, "I don't know if I like this guy or not."
No, and I think that's the thing, is like that paired with the expectations that Penn State had at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So, like, their expectation, and this was like at the beginning of the year, I heard a poll of how far, like a bunch of people like weighed in on this poll of expectations for your team. How far do you think your team needs to go in order for it to be a successful season? And you had the Iowas of the world. It was like, hey, we just want to go 8-4 and go to a bowl game. You had several that just making the playoff. Like, that was the goal. There were two schools that repeatedly popped up that if they did not make it to the national championship game, it was a failure of a season. And that was Ohio State and Penn State.
Oh, I think it would have been Texas, but okay.
Yeah, that was it. Like, those two schools were just, fans wise, it was a failure of a season if they did not reach that point. And so Penn State was already, like, this was in years, like, their highest odds to go and win a national championship, and to lose 3 straight is pretty absurd.
And
but
quarterback.
They hung, but that, like, I question, like, what happened over the course of 1 week in between that Penn State and Oregon game versus the UCLA game, because Penn State played a good game against Oregon, and Oregon's tough.
Yeah, they should have beat Penn. They should have beaten Oregon. I know my theory is he how did I say this?
I think he lost the locker room.
He lost his mind is what happened.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm telling you, just based off of what I've seen from him, he just lost his mind. I mean, he's probably started talking to everybody like trash, demoralized them after losing that game. And they just never – you're right, he lost the locker room. But how did he do that? There's a bunch of different ways to do that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can explain is, like, They just don't want to play for this guy anymore.
Well, he said something like, you guys might as well just check it in now because you don't have a chance to win a national title. And they're going to go, well, okay, I guess we just won't show up next week then.
Yeah, it's like, so I liken this too as like, team morale goes a long way, for sure. Like that is, I think is very important. It's like, just go ask the Philadelphia Eagles locker room right now that's having players only meetings right now. They can't get their act together. And
Sirianni, man, you knew that cookie was going to crumble. He's just like him.
But I would not be surprised if Penn State gets an interim coach in there and they rattle off 6 wins.
Yeah, they might.
But they did lose Drew Aller, though, so I don't know. But also, they wasted a ton of money because, I mean, obviously, $50 million buyout. But on top of that, they have a $3 million defensive coordinator that's one of the highest paid in the nation that came over from Ohio State last year, and Greg Knowles.
Oh, yeah, you still you.
Yeah, and they're paying $1 million. They're paying $1 million just to train Drew Aller, the quarterback. They have one of the most expensive coaching staffs out there. And on top of that, you do this $50 million buyout, and you're going to have to probably, to get somebody that you want, if you want a Matt Rule, which is probably, unfortunately, like, that's what it looks like as a Nebraska fan, because I love Matt Rule. You're going to have to buy out his contract at Nebraska and then pay him. You're looking at over $80 million, $90 million worth of.
Oh yeah, you got 50 on.
Yeah,
I can't. That's the biggest one ever, right?
No, Jimbo is 77.
Oh, it was 77.
Yeah, Jimbo is $77 million.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Which is why I said that's my dream job. Is fired foot NFL coach.
I didn't get what you were saying there. Now I get it. Get a coaching job where you get fired.
Where do you think? Why do you think Ed Orgeron is not back in it? So this is another point that I think is funny that I was thinking about. Is like, when you get that interim coach, like, because it really does change. It can change things. Because I think that's what happened with UCLA is they get an interim coach, they start playing at a different level. Like, you have Jerry Neuheisel, Rich Neuheisel's son, that looks like a college kid himself. That was really cool to see.
Is he the interim coach right now?
He's the interim offensive coordinator. Okay. So he stepped in as offensive coordinator because Deshaun Foster was calling the plays at UCLA. Okay. So it was funny. I heard this, like, you really just have to have the attitude of a substitute teacher teaching middle school when you're an interim coach. It's just like, just need to be cool. Like, think this guy's cool. Like, an example of that is when Lane Kiffin left at USC. Ed Orgeron took his spot, and immediately was like, yeah, well, now we're bringing cookies back to the locker room, and everybody was like pretty pumped. Like, all you got to do is just be cool, and team will like you, and hopefully that translates on the field. It's like, I understand that when you're playing for a bad boss or whatever, it's hard. So I think that's what happened there. But you also had Trent Dilfer got fired too.
Yeah, but UAB, come on.
Yeah, that was a laughable hire to begin with. But anyway,
well,
so there's that.
Did you watch any of that game last night?
Which one?
South Alabama and Arkansas State.
No.
You got some notable coaches in that one. Butch Johnson's coaching Arkansas State, and Major Applewhite's coaching South Alabama.
That's right. The one that's going to be really interesting is Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
How funny!
Buy him out.
Well, I don't know. Like, it's probably a ridiculous amount of money because it'd be year one. But he said in an interview this week, he's like, I have not categorically talked with the AD about a buyout yet in my contract. So they're already talking in UNC like he's gone, which is crazy to think about.
I mean, that didn't work out.
But they don't even know how to recruit. Like, literally, there was an article that went out that, like, why are all these guys targeting our guys as far as guys we want to try to get to come to our team on the recruiting trail? Because they don't have any idea how to do this.
Well, it's funny how that first game of the year, everybody's up in the press box and they're all high-fiving and, oh, we're back, yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs. That first drive, do you remember? Did you watch that game?
Oh yeah, it was a great first drive.
It was the most best executed drive of the year.
Well, the difference was between, like, because I think UNC wanted to treat it like the Dion treatment.
Yeah.
Like, the difference was when Colorado brings out all those guys and all of that, they were 3-0 at that point. Yeah. They did that the first. They wasted that on the first game of the season and got pounded. Like, Sonny Dykes took extra joy in pounding them, and so did Dabo Swinney, which they stink. Clemson's not good.
No, they're not very good this year.
No.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, the ACC is in rough shape because they really banked on a few teams to be really good. They banked on UNC to be really good this year, and they expect Florida State to bounce back better than they did in Clemson. And all they got really for them right now is Miami, and Georgia Tech, which Georgia Tech is probably my favorite team to watch right now.
I don't think.
Georgia Tech?
I don't.
Just watch them. Watch Haynes King.
I don't think
Haynes King is a beast. Yeah. He's just running through, dude. Doesn't even care about his body.
Yeah.
So I like them a lot.
Well,
but yeah.
So I had a thought going there for a minute and it went away. College football coaches. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
So, like, I guess the question is like now, like, I think looking at it it's really hard to tell if there's a team that's a tier above everybody else right now. Like, to me, like, watching as college football as closely as I have this year, I would say Indiana is for real.
Maybe.
I think Texas Tech is for real.
I'm not buying either one of them just yet.
Okay. And Ohio State. Ohio State's definitely for real.
They are.
Yeah.
To me, they stand out right now, and it pains me to say that, but.
Yeah, they look like if there's anybody, they're in tier 1, and then like the Texas Tech, Indiana, Miami is probably in tier 2. I would say.
I don't know if Miami's that good either.
I mean, they're pretty good.
They're good, but I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, right? It's like I text you and Gunslingers Sunday when I saw one of the polls come out, and Indiana was number 2 team in the country. I don't remember which poll it was. Like, what is going on? I mean, Indiana? Anybody ever see that one coming?
Yeah, right. They are interesting. Like, man,
they're good.
They look like
they're good.
Yeah, they look legitimately like.
I just don't know if I'm buying.
Who's gonna? Well, I mean, okay. So last year, I think it was okay to not buy in. Like, they're like, this is just seems like an anomaly, but This year, I'm like, I don't know, man. They
Have they
might
ever
be
been
for
good?
real. Huh?
Have they ever been good, like back in the 40s or 50s or 60s or whatever?
I mean, not really.
That's what I'm just. That's why it's hard to
Yeah, they're a
swallow.
basketball school.
I know, but
Like, no, it's just it. So somebody that's lived in Indiana for 4 years, uh, it's so funny because I would say, much like there's a lot of people that did not that here in Oklahoma that did not graduate from OU and then are like diehard OU fans.
oh yeah,
I take that person and they are IU basketball fans and Notre Dame football fans. Like the fans that graduated from Indiana are probably the real only Indiana football fans there are, which that's pretty neat. But like it is crazy what Signetti has done. It used to be one of those things you'd go to the game. I've been to probably 3 Indiana football games, and the student section only used to come in the stadium if the game was close. It was empty,
are you ready for
and
this?
now I mean it's crazy the culture change that has happened there, and you don't have to like Signetti for sure, but because he is kind of brash, but also I kind of like it where it's like this is just who I am. I win football games. Get over it. You know.
All right, here's what AI says on Indiana football. So I pushed in, is that Indiana ever been any good in football? Yes, Indiana football has been good at various times with notable successes in 1945 and 1967.
That's it. With
Which
Lee
included
Corso.
conference championships and number 4 ranking. The team is currently enjoying a recent period of strong performance with a number 3 national ranking and making the college football playoffs. The Hoosiers won the Big Ten championship twice, the years that I mentioned previously, 45 and 67. I did not know Bill Mallory. I guess I did remember that. But anyway, 84 to 96, the only coach in team history to take the Hoosiers to 6 bowl games, and he was there 12 years.
That's crazy.
The team's highest ever ranking in October is this one, number 3.
Number 3.
So
Which they're they're number 3 now, which is
team. One poll they were 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Bill Mallory was at Colorado, I believe.
Sure.
I can't remember for sure where he was at previously, but he was a fairly, he might have been in the NFL. Bill Mallory. Try the now. Bill Mallory. Well, that's, oh yeah, there he is. Let's see here. Coached at Miami. That must be
Interesting.
Miami University. I don't think that's the actual Miami. Well, actual, they're both Miami, obviously. He coached, Miami, Ohio. Yeah, he was at Colorado. 74 to 78. So.
Gotcha.
He was actually there before Chuck Fairbanks took over. I don't know if you know that history or not. You Chuck Fairbanks is?
I think I've heard the name before, but maybe I haven't.
He actually coached at Oklahoma before Barry Switzer.
Oh, okay. That's why I've heard that name.
Actually, kind of started that legacy back. It wasn't Barry that started that. It was Chuck Fairbanks, and then he went to New England. He was there 4 years at New England, and then Colorado hired him from 70. He was there from 74 to 78. Yeah, I thought he was at Colorado. Anyway. Yeah, it's really, I mean, we never did our top 12 playoff teams this year. I'm kind of glad we didn't because I think you and I would have lost half of them already.
I mean,
I know I would have had Penn State. I would have had probably Clemson in there.
I would have
Texas
Penn State.
in there. Texas still may make it. Who knows?
I would have Penn State, Texas.
I probably would have had Indiana in there.
No, I wouldn't have. I would have thought it was an anomaly last year, which is why I think now they're for real.
So can you can you pull up real quick the top 12 teams right now? If they were to, of
Mm-hmm.
course, I know it isn't decided like that, but pull up the top 20 and let's see who we think at this point. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that.
I definitely would have had Notre Dame in there.
Yeah, and they're probably still going to make it.
Yeah, I think
if
they have to go perfect. They have to be
can't
perfect
afford to
though.
lose another game.
No.
So let me get my pad. So I think we both agree. Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State makes it.
Let's see. College football rankings.
I think LSU probably makes it.
Maybe.
I think Ole Miss might make it.
Yeah, Ohio State, Miami, Indiana, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Bama, Texas Tech, Oregon, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, and Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, BYU.
So the 4 conference winners are in automatically. Is that right?
Yeah, so I would say
Ohio State, Big
Miami.
10, and then who wins the SEC? That's a tough one because you got really 4 teams there.
I think the answer is Georgia.
Okay. Maybe. All right, let's go with that. Okay, so we got Georgia. All right, let me start over here. So so we got Ohio State, Big Ten champ. You got Georgia, SEC. So SEC, ACC, Miami.
Yeah, I put Miami there.
And then who's the other conference?
The Big 12.
Oh, the Big 12.
Which is Texas Tech at this point.
I don't know if they will, but okay, I'll go with that. So now you got your at-large teams.
Yep.
So.
Which you also have your group of 5 team as well, which right now would be South Florida.
Okay. Have they lost a game though?
They lost 1.
I don't. Is there anybody else with that undefeated right now that would be in that?
Navy. Which would be really interesting.
South Florida would.
Not right now.
You don't think so?
No.
I wonder if they finished.
They're receiving votes. Tulane is 5-1 as well.
I like him. I wished he was I wished he'd take the OSU job. Well, him or Zach Robinson.
Yeah, either one would be great.
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Jim Sullivan.
I agree.
All right, so who would you say your 5th team would be?
Oh Lord.
Non-conference. What is it? Non-Power 5 team.
I would say probably Indiana.
Okay.
Indiana, Ole Miss.
All right, so we got Indiana, Ole Miss.
Oregon. I think Oregon's going to end up just fine.
Oregon. That's
LSU.
5. LSU. There's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 4 more teams.
Tennessee.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that. Okay.
Oh, A&M. I forgot A&M.
I think A&M's going to get there.
Yeah, I think A&M will get there too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SEC teams. They're going to let that many in?
No, they're not. That's about it.
So that's 5. Yeah, I mean, are they going to let 5 in?
Wouldn't surprise me.
All right, so there's 10 teams. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who you got left? Nobody out of the Big 12.
Maybe Georgia Tech sneaks in there because they've only lost 1 game.
I don't know if I agree with you, but I'll write it down.
I mean, they have Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, Pitt, and Georgia, and they're not going to. They'll probably end up 10-2.
Okay, let's go. That's 12. Now, of the do you have to have one of those non-Power 5 teams in there?
You do. I'm pretty sure you
You
do.
don't have any.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Memphis is going to be that team instead of South
Okay,
Florida.
then who's out? Because that's 13. Here's
Well, South Florida's out.
I didn't write them down.
Oh,
So
I
right
don't
now
know.
you got Ohio State, Georgia, Miami, Texas Tech, Indiana, Ole Miss, Oregon, LSU, Tennessee, A&M, Tech, Notre Dame. You got to have Notre Dame in there unless they fall apart.
Yeah, Tennessee's probably out.
So one of the SEC schools, I don't know which one it is, but I just don't see them letting 5 in.
Yeah, I don't either. So I think Tennessee's the one that's out.
It could be Tennessee, it could be A&M. What about Alabama? Can they get in there? They only got one loss.
Yeah, they could, but I mean, I expect them to lose a couple games. Like I think they struggled this week with Tennessee, LSU, OU, Auburn. Like I don't know.
Texas is not getting in.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna be interesting. I think this year's been really fun.
It has been. I wished we could. If I had a choice to get rid of, I like all these teams I see because most of them are, except maybe Georgia and Ohio State, maybe LSU. But you take those 3 out, well, you kind of got some new blood there because Miami hasn't been there in a while. Tech has never been there. Indiana was there last year. Ole Miss hasn't been there. Oregon, I guess you could count one of those. Tennessee really hasn't been there. A&M really hasn't been there. Georgia Tech's never been there. Notre Dame
Right, and I think for a decade plus, college football was just the same. Everything's the same. Everything's the same. And so I think in back-to-back years, you've really shown anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what you want. And I think college has become just as compelling, if not more compelling, than the NFL right now.
I've always thought it has been.
Yeah, I just think, looking this year, I think quarterback play in the NFL has been terrible.
Yeah, well, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, and it feels that way, right? And I think not you expect that out of a college quarterback, right? You don't expect that out of a pro quarterback. And right now, it's like it feels like Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield, and then everybody else is like, who knows what's going to happen week to week.
Well, that'll kill that'll sire my OSU if we end up with or my OSU, my NFL, if Super Bowl ends up being Baker Mayfield and Aaron Rodgers. I quit.
Well, that won't happen because Patrick Mahomes is here.
I don't know who I would pull for there.
Between the Steelers and Baker?
It's not so much the Steelers, it's Aaron Rodgers.
No, I'm with you. I would hate that.
I love the Steelers
I don't think they'll get there.
I should hate them because as many times they beat the Cowboys in the 70s.
The only thing is that yeah, I was going to say the Steelers haven't played anybody yet. That's their thing.
Yeah.
Steelers have played, let's see. They played the Jets, the Seahawks. They got killed by the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Patriots, the Vikings, and the Browns. And they play the Bengals, and then finally the Packers. They play a real competition. And Colts, Chargers. They have a really easy schedule this year.
I'm always coming with this cowboy conspiracy thing. I would probably have to do some research on it, but I would say that they have the hardest schedule from coming off a 7-10 season than any team in NFL history.
Yeah.
And to have that 6-game stretch from every single one of those teams being a playoff team in a row. In a row.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I was he was on our show, Troy. Like, well, he sees 9-7-1. Have you lost your mind? They haven't even gotten to the thick of their freaking schedule yet, and they've lost 3 games or 4.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What is it? Are they 2-3-1?
Oh, was that? What did you say?
Cowboys 2-4-1 or 2-3-1?
They're 2-3.
2-3-1.
2-3. No, they're.
They lost to the Eagles, the Bears, the
tied the Packers.
Panthers, tied the Packers, and then beat.
Let me look.
The Giants and the Jets. They're 2-3-1.
Yeah, they are. They're 2-3-1. I was like, they've played 6 games already. Yeah, you're right.
They get the Redskins. There we go again. Washington football team this week, and then they start that meat of their schedule. I think this actually might even start it. You got their schedule?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
We need to get our predictions. We're already at 8:52. It's been a good show, and we haven't got started yet. We're gonna go over tonight.
Cowboys have scheduled game. Commanders.
Okay, so
Broncos,
let's say they win this week. 3-3-1. Go.
Broncos.
I don't see them winning that. 3-4-1.
They could win that game, but yeah, we'll go with negative. Cardinals are terrible.
4-4-1.
Raiders are terrible.
5-4-1.
Eagles are.
They're going to be
on the
this
rocks.
time. They're in Dallas. They're 6-4-1.
Chiefs.
Lose that one. 6-5-1.
Sorry, man. Lions.
6-6-1.
Vikings.
7-6-1.
Chargers.
Is that in Dallas?
Yes.
8-6-1.
See, I think that division's so bad, Dan, that I think that would get them in the playoffs.
They'd be 9-7. Well, that's what Troy said. 9-7-1. They still got they got to close out with the Commanders. They could go 9-7-1.
Oh, Commanders and Giants. Oh,
yeah, they could go 9-7-1, I guess, but that's stretch.
They might. I don't know, man. I think they might go 10-6-1.
Yeah, I don't see it.
They'll win those last 2 games, or maybe they'll split, and so they're 9
That last one, by design, by the NFL, is at Washington.
No, it's actually at New York.
Oh, so the Washington and then at New York.
Yeah.
But they'll lose to Washington there. They'll probably beat New York.
Yeah, I think they split, so they go 9-6 or
9-7-1.
Yeah. No, they begin 9-6-1, which would be great.
16 games.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
9-7-1.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Playoff time. Prediction time. Games of the week. Anything else I'm missing? Thunder start this week or next week?
Next week. On Tuesday.
They have their ring unveiling ceremony, right? Next week?
Yep. A couple cool things that you could watch to gear up for that. The NBA just released a documentary today, just kind of like it was narrated by Jalen Williams, that took him through the whole year from the beginning of the year to the end, about an hour and a half. Really good watch.
And where can folks find that at?
That was on NBA TV.
Oh,
so I think they're replaying that over the weekend.
Okay.
So if you can catch that or record it or whatever, that would be worth your time.
Available on Hulu?
It should be, might be. I'll see if I can find a link and send it to you.
Yeah, please.
The other thing is this and the Netflix documentary Starting 5 comes out tomorrow, and they followed Shea for the whole entire season, as well as Tyrese Halliburton. So and I think KD as well. I think KD was another one that they followed. So really interesting, up close, like full year um, documentaries that would be fun to watch. So yeah, they play and they're gonna compete for a championship again this year. So
Casey, hold on
that'll
one
be
second.
fun.
Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. You know what college football needs right now?
What's that?
Chad Powers.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's good.
Is it fun?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
It's really.
I've seen nothing but great reviews for it, so it must be decent.
And I like Glenn Powell anyway. So.
Well, Glenn Powell is one of my favorite actors, so it's so funny that he's doing this.
He does the roles so well. You know, the best movie I've seen him in, well, the two best I've seen, well, there might be three. Top Gun was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyone But You. Have you seen that?
Sure. I have not seen it.
Oh, gotta see it. It's one of the funniest movies you'll ever see.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It's really good. I don't know if it's that funny, but it's good.
Have you seen it?
Devotion.
Okay. Have you seen Hitman?
I have. I had a hard time following that because it was.
I love Hitman. I thought that was good.
And he kind of has a little bit of that in him in Chad Powers, a little bit.
Oh, well, it was great. He was phenomenal in Twisters. He was phenomenal in Twisters.
That. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was phenomenal in that.
It's kind of like Denzel doesn't do a bad movie,
Yeah, right now he kind of is.
There was one he first started out he was in, and I can't think of the name of it right now. It's an older movie. He wasn't actually the primary actor. He was one of the supporting actors in it, but it's an older movie where he was like an attorney.
Yeah.
One of those suspense kind of movies where somebody gets murdered and it's like an espionage kind of thing, corporate espionage. And it's got
interesting.
It's got big wigs in it. I think De Niro's in it. It's one of those bigger name actors in
it. And he's in Running Man, which might be.
Oh, I can't wait.
Interesting too. Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I think that's just gonna be a fun. I don't think it's gonna be a great movie, but I think it's gonna be a fun movie.
Yeah, it'll be a good watch.
Did you see Smashing Machine?
I did.
Yet?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I gotta go see it.
Yeah.
Mainly because there's an 8-minute montage of Bruce playing Jungle Land in it.
Yeah, I didn't really. I remember. What was his name? Can't remember his name. Oh,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, but what part did he play? I can't think of his name right
now. I can't remember.
Anyway, I remember him when UFC was starting up, or not UFC, but whatever they called it, started MMA when they started up. I remember him.
Oh yeah.
But
Horace Gracie? No.
Huh?
It's not Gracie, is it? Horace Gracie? No.
Jeff something.
No.
Jeff Peck or something like that. It's pretty good. Rock does a good job with it. And Emily Blunt's in it too. She's always.
I love Emily Blunt.
She's good. Okay.
I heard the movie is okay, but the acting performances really shine.
Yeah, of course. You get that kind of cast. You usually do. Okay, here we go. College, and I know you got interest in this. I have an interest in this because I'm a huge PJ Fleck fan. So it's Nebraska at Minnesota.
I think it's Nebraska.
Okay, well, you know me. I'm going Minnesota. Okay, Ole Miss at Georgia. If this game was at Ole Miss, I'd probably go with Ole Miss, but I've kind of become a little bit of Lane Kiffin fan.
Lane is Lane.
Well, have you watched that documentary on him on SEC? He's kind of got his stuff together.
I like him.
I do too, but I mean, he's not. He quit alcohol. He's lost a bunch of weight. He's more focused. He got back with his wife after they divorced. I mean, he's a better dude now.
Yeah.
And I like him. And I would be I like Kirby Smart. I wouldn't be upset if they win Saturday, but I think Georgia's going to win it.
I can't. Which, by the way, I can't stand Kirby Smart anymore. Like, not even a little bit with his clapping on the sideline.
Did look like he
Oh
was trying to
my!
call a timeout.
I was 100% calling a timeout. Oh, it's awful. Anyway, I'm going Ole Miss.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that happens. Tennessee at Alabama.
I'm gonna go Tennessee. I think Alabama's vulnerable.
I'm going to agree with you. Although I've been going against Alabama all year and they've been surprising me. So, except for that Florida State game, I picked Florida State. But
Yeah.
all right, does OU rebound this week? I'll say yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then I had to throw this one in here, and I'll tell you why here in a second. Cincinnati at Oklahoma State. I want to hear what you think.
I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
Okay. I believe that
Okay.
we'll have an awakening
All right.
this Saturday, and it has something to do with the shirtless wonders in that section. There's something about it. There's some magic going on there.
All right. I'll buy it because
I've
that
been
was
one
one of
of
the
them, by the
funniest
way,
things
if I
I've
did.
seen in a while.
Huh?
I said that was one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. That was
pretty
hilarious.
Good. One guy shows up. Next thing you know, the whole stadium's over
The
there.
whole, the
And
rest of the people that were there.
The whole team was over there egging them on. You know, they're at the end of the
Oh
game.
my gosh, that was funny.
I think there's an awakening in Stillwater Saturday.
All right.
You just can't, you can't overcome it. There's just some things you can't overcome. Shirtless wonders. All right, NFL, here we go, and I'll go first. L.A. Rams at Jacksonville. I'm going to go Jacksonville.
I'm gonna go. Wait, who did they play? Did you say?
They play at Jacksonville. L.A. Rams.
I'm gonna go LA.
Okay. Josh just sent me a text and asked me Dallas or Washington. I'm going to send him my think, and then I'll tell you who I think.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me get this text out. Okay. Indianapolis at the LA Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I am too.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a test. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm okay. I'll bet against the Chargers.
To me, this next one is
Or
the
bet
hardest
for the
to pick
Chargers.
for the whole lot, the whole 10 games, the hardest one. New
Yeah.
Orleans at Chicago.
The Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, but it's a tough one to pick. Tampa Bay at Detroit.
Probably the game of the week, I would say. I think Detroit bounces back.
Yeah, me too. I hope so, because I'm just about to lose my mind with Baker Mayfield.
I think instinctually, and yeah, I'm opposite. I'm rooting for Baker all the way.
You are rooting for him?
Yeah, I like Baker, man. I can't help it anymore.
I don't know why.
I think instinctually I would say the Buccaneers, but I think they're a little banged up in the wide receiver core. I don't think that they can find that much magic in the bottle against them. Although the secondary in Detroit's pretty bad.
Last year, I was starting to get a little annoyed with Dan Campbell. I'm back on the Dan Campbell train again. I still like him. I was getting a little annoyed with him last year, but I still liked him.
Oh, I still like Dan Campbell.
I like him. I liked him when he played for the Cowboys.
I know you did.
So, anyway. And the last game is the Washington football team versus the Dallas Cowboys. And I'll go first here because I already made my mind up. I'm going to go Dallas on this one.
I'm going to go Dallas.
Okay. All right. There you have it. So hopefully I can make a little bit of ground, although we have a lot of similar teams. Let's see. Well, yeah, we do have some opposites there. You got Ole Miss, I have Georgia, you got Nebraska, you got Minnesota, you got Cincinnati, have OSU. He has Rams. I have Jacksonville, and then the rest of them we match, I think.
Okay.
So we got about 5 games that's going to be a conflict. So
Interesting. All right.
Something's going to change.
Something's going to change.
All right. I'll do the lead in for your segment. So
I do have to say real quick, because we did not talk about it, that the Chiefs are back. They are all the way back.
Okay.
So there's that. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Well, I'll make a note here. Kyle on 10-15-25 said the Chiefs are back.
All the way back.
Hold on. All the way back.
Because they get Rashi back this week too. And
okay. All right. We'll see. I don't know if I agree or disagree. I'm taking your word for it.
I'm just gonna say, don't be surprised when they rattle off as, but
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Whatever.
Right.
So, if you're listening to our show for the first time, the name of our show is Faithletic The Podcast, and it kind of like it's in its name. There's some faith there, and there's some athletics. So we just combine the two. And both of us and most of the people that are on our show are believers in the gospel. And towards the end of the day, we like to share some wisdom and hope with those who may be struggling, or some that just need to hear the good word and the good news. And at this time of the day, we usually close out, and almost always we close out with our segment called Daily at the Cross. And the good man, Casey, has Daily at the Cross today.
Yeah, so I actually have a devotion that is on one of the greatest football coaches of all time in college football. So yeah, I'll start there. So Tom Osborne, he never looked like the typical college football legend. He wasn't flashy or fiery, but for 25 years, he quietly built Nebraska into one of the most dominant programs in history. With 255 wins, 3 national championships, and a decade's worth of consistency, Osborne left a legacy that went far beyond the football field. What made him different was the way he lived out Micah 6:8, that he acted justly, cared deeply for his players, and walked humbly both in victory and in defeat. Osborne's Nebraska teams were known for consistency. They never missed a bowl game under his leadership because he refused to cut corners. His steady faith and integrity modeled what it means to walk humbly with your God. Our own faith journeys call for the same quiet daily obedience, not the mountaintop moments, but the faithful steps year after year. He also cared for his players as whole people. Nebraska's graduation rates were among the nation's best because Osborne valued education and character as much as touchdowns. That's what it means to act justly and love mercy, to treat people as image bearers of God rather than those tools for winning. Even when Osborne coached what many consider the best team ever, the 95 Huskers, he deflected glory to others. He praised the players and assistants, reminding us that true greatness gives credit away. His humility echoed the heart of Micah 6:8, walking humbly with God, not exalting oneself. When Osborne retired after an undefeated 1997 season, he left at the very top. But more important than the trophies were the way he finished, with integrity, humility, and faith intact. His life reminds us that God's scoreboard is different than the world's. Success is not just about wins and titles, but about walking faithfully with him. And I just love Tom Osborne's character. He still stands out to this day as just a guy that did just that. Coached the game with integrity, with toughness, but a lot of respect. And so that's what I really liked. I liked that little allegory there with Tom Osborne.
Yep. Tom was one of the good guys, definitely.
Yep.
And always and one of the historical teams of college football, no doubt. I love that I formation option they used to run.
Loved it. That was. I mean, I probably became a fan of pro football in about 2001. That was the first year that I watched the Super Bowl. And then I was like, okay, I'm hooked forever. But before that, grew up a few years in Omaha, and those are some of my first memories. Were some of those teams, and not really fully understanding, but anything, but just knew that Nebraska was good and they were fun to watch. So, yeah.
We will, when we get into off-season, one of our shows should be best option teams of all time.
Well, Tom Osborne and Paul Johnson right there at the top.
Well, it would just be interesting to, I think, to have, I think it would be interesting to just, there's a lot of good option teams. I mean, 69, team of Texas that won the first national championship with the Wishbone, and the Tom Osborne teams, and the Clemson's Miracles 81 season. I mean, that team was, their option was incredible. So there's, top 5 best option teams of all time. I mean,
yeah, that would be a fun deep dive for sure.
I'll have to put that in the notes. Well, it's been a little over an hour. We may be suspended. I think we get the option to suspend ourselves. I don't know if we'll be back next week. I'll plan on it. I know that our every year, this time of year, we try to hit every week on a Wednesday, but life's getting in the way. KC and teacher school coaches.
I should be good to go next week.
Okay, well, we'll try to do it. We'll try to do 2 weeks in a row. We haven't done that in a while. It's been last year since we went 2 weeks in a row. But anyway, thanks for joining us. I am Coach, and I'm with
KC.
And we are Faithletic The Podcast. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us.